Well, it's not like you didn't notice already, but I have to be the bearer of bad news, and that is that there are few people in the NFL that are off the table, unattainable, and one of those guys is Raiders defensive end Maxx Crosby. That's all I've been seeing out of the on Twitter, and since the loss of Aiden Hutchinson has come home and this and that, and he's been the talk of everyone's town, including the Detroit Lions fans. Now, I made a video a week ago about Maxx Crosby himself shutting down the rumors of being traded and what Mike Lombardi had to say and saying that it was nonsense. And now, but Detroit Lions fans, I mean, we are a persistent bunch, and we've lost, Aiden Hutchinson. So now we're going extra hard. I mean, I even made a video in an attempt to get TJ or JJ Watt to come out of retirement to help our franchise. But now the owner of the Vegas Raiders, Mark Davis, has come out and he has shut that stuff down, if you know what I mean. He was actually interviewed the other day after the trading of Davante Adams. This is coming from Bleacher Report. Says, after trading the star receiver Davante Adams to the New York Jets on Tuesday, many begin wondering if the Vegas Raiders are entering a full rebuild that could also result in shipping away star defensive end Maxx Crosby. However, Raiders owner Mark Davis quickly put an end to that speculation and told reporters on Tuesday that Crosby won't be going anywhere. Here's the quote. Said, it's unfortunate today. There's so much outside chatter that it is not true, Davis said per the Athletic sources. It's not coming from any sources. It's not coming from anything. My basic thing is never to answer all that stuff, because otherwise you get trapped in this black hole. It's just not happening. And we knew it. It was a pipe dream. It was wishing upon a star. But now it is officially shut down by Raiders owner Davis himself. And I said this a long time ago that Maxx Crosby, there's no way that the Vegas Raiders, where you knew Davante Adams was leaving, the package deal, it's just amazing how far the internet can go, which is crazy how some of my videos have never been referenced in anything outside of Reddit, but it's crazy how far the internet can go. The package deal that somebody made up, we already discussed the Jamison Williams arrested gun charge thing, and how preposterous that was and ridiculous, and how that was created by just a tweet, and how some random person, unsourced, went into Photoshop, made up a Photoshop of Crosby quoting that him and Davante were a package deal. It was so big that it actually made the Maxx Crosby podcast itself, and how crazy that was. I think even Davante Adams might have mentioned it as well. So Maxx Crosby, man, I could see maybe next year or the year after that, but this year, Maxx Crosby is officially off the table. You're just not going to get rid of a couple of players. Like you're not going to get rid of Davante, who you knew was leaving, and also ship Max off as well. You're not going to do that. He's already said he wants to be a Raider for life. I know what he said about playing for the Detroit Lions, and I know we talk about theatricality and deception a lot on this channel, but I think that this is not either one of those things. This guy, there are a few guys that are untouchable, and I think Max is on that list. As a matter of fact, let me get this out the way now. Here's the untouchable. I think Max is untouchable. I think that Myles Garrett and Trayvon Walker are available for the right price. I believe that Trey Hendrickson is available. So there's guys that I think Josh Hines Allen is also off the table as well. But we'll be talking about him later on, because I've been seeing things about him, and I mean, Lions fans are desperate. We are, and it's crazy, man, because I talk about being right and stuff like that, and everybody wants to be right, but I don't want to be right at the expense of Hutch. You know what I'm saying? Like, now the fan base is kind of coming together and like, yo, we need an edge and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes, we've always needed one, and now we really need one, but it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, man. Like, I wanted that super powered defensive line, and we are dropping like flies on that D-line. But, it's like I said, man, I'm never going to want to be right at the expense of my team. That's not what kind of person I am and how I'm built. But we'll see. We'll see if this Captain Planet and the Planeteers, the Mystery Men, all that stuff. And I'm not trying to be funny. That's what we have. Hutchinson was, I did a show on my other channel, and I gave them the homework assignment of this. And I'm going to give it to you as well. So here's your homework assignment. I want you to go and watch every highlight from the Detroit Lions games this season. Just go to the NFL YouTube channel and watch every highlight. And I want you to try to mentally remove Aiden Hutchinson from the equation. So focus solely on the D-line. And I want you to move Hutch from the season. And these are only the highlights. This is not the actual film, every play. There's only, a select few plays. Out of those plays, watch what Hutch was able to do. Remove him from the equation and tell me how strongly you feel about our D-line. And that's with some of those games had Isaac Ukwu, right? So anyway, Mark Davis came out and he shut that stuff down. Maxx Crosby is not going anywhere. I don't think there's just some people. I think everybody can be bought for the right price, but knowing the Davis family, how stubborn they are and stuff like that, I think that this is officially dead in the water. I do not think there's any, and if he was available, they would outprice him. Say, okay, you know what? You getting on my nerve. You keep bugging me. Here's what we want. We want 4 first-round picks, blah, 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 and that's how you get Maxx Crosby. They might not even entertain that. It might just be, you know what? I'm going to shut that stuff down. But he didn't even put a price out there. So I think that this officially shuts down the Maxx Crosby chatter. We got to move on. I think that I will say this. I think that there will be someone, depending on the state of their franchise, possibly a big name, that will be available based on where their franchise is at. I think that that's going to happen. I feel like a blockbuster trade will be made at the trade deadline involving a defensive end. I don't know if it's going to be our Detroit Lions, but let me know what you think. Has your dreams been shattered by now officially the man himself, the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, that this stuff is preposterous? He ain't going anywhere. I already knew that. I think you already knew it too, but it was fun to talk about while it lasts. And shout out to the Lion King for his Photoshop job, and his image is everywhere. I did see another one of him in the black. Wasn't done by Lion King. To me, not as good. Shout out to the Lion King, man. Do great work. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.